Welcome to Entertainment Tech.
We have the latest for you in celebrity gossip, fashion styles, and more.
Welcome back to Entertainment Tech. I'm Madeline Fowler.
And I'm Micah Osbury, here with your TV and film news.
On Tuesday, during the live SportsCenter broadcast, ESPN's Brian Windhorst appeared to fall asleep. The video shows ESPN reporter Carrie Champion asking a question about Russell Westbrook, then a strange response from Windhorst. His response? Nothing. He was slumped in his chair and appeared to have fallen asleep. Champion began to say the show was experiencing technical difficulties, right as Windhorst started giving his response. Many people began tweeting about the mishap. Windhorst tweeted, "When Adam Schefter looks at his phone on TV, he gets endorsement deals. When I do, people think I have narcolepsy. Hashtag SportsCenter problems." So he claims he was just getting the latest information from his phone, and Champion backed him up on it.
Patty Duke, the actress who won fame with her stage and screen portrayals of Helen Keller in The Miracle Worker, passed away Tuesday at the age of 69. According to Duke's agency that represented her, Duke died of sepsis from a ruptured intestine. Duke won a Best Supporting Actress Academy Award in 1963 for The Miracle Worker. She was also known for her roles in Valley of the Dolls, My Sweet Charlie, Me, Natalie, as well as for TV's The Patty Duke Show, which aired from 1963 to 1966. Duke struggled with mental illness and was diagnosed with bipolar disorder in her later years. Duke used her fame to fight for others struggling with the disease. Duke used her final years to become an advocate on mental health issues by writing a book highlighting her bipolar disorder and its treatments. Duke's death was a shock to many with her young age, and although she will be severely missed by her family, friends, and fans, the legacy that she left behind will never be forgotten.
The Batman vs. Superman movie had a record-breaking debut. The Warner Bros. Pictures film was released in theaters on Friday. The superhero movie has racked in $424 million worldwide so far. Just on opening day, the film grossed $81 million. This makes it the #1 worldwide opening weekend for a superhero movie ever. The film was highly anticipated, and it surely has lived up to its standards. According to the numbers, it is set to break other box office records if it holds up to the current estimates. The film stars Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, Amy Adams, and many other well-known stars.
On Monday night, Fox correspondent Geraldo Rivera was the first celebrity voted off Dancing with the Stars. Rivera and his pro-partner, Edja Smolinska, took on the roles of Republican presidential prospect Donald Trump and his wife, Melania, dancing a salsa on an office set. The 13 points they earned were not enough to keep the duo on the show. However, Rivera seemed to leave in good spirits. He took to Twitter after the results show. He said, quote, "Whatever happens at Dancing ABC, I'm sure there's no future for me either as a dancer or at real Donald Trump impersonator," end quote. Monday night was also a close call for actress Mischa Barton and former football player Doug Flutie, as they were both at risk of being eliminated, but managed to stay in the game for another week. Looks like we will have to wait until next Monday to see what happens. So Batman vs. Superman had a lot of hype. Have you seen it yet?
I haven't seen it yet, but I really am into superhero movies, so I think I really want to see it.
Yeah, I've been recently getting superhero movies. I think since they've become so big now.
Yeah, they're like more popular now, and not just people like that read the comic books go see them. It's like everyone goes to see them kind of thing.
So I feel like if you don't have a lot of experience with the genre, you'll still enjoy it.
You can still understand what's going on even if you don't know like the backstories and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, me too. Well, that's it for the on-screen scoop. Stay tuned for the fashion news after the break.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. Got it. No.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early.
You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to Entertainment Tech. I'm Erin Miller.
And I'm Melvin Seymour. We have your fashion and celebrity gossip updates.
Today we are going to be focusing on some fashion styles that everyone wants, but not everyone is lucky enough to have. First, let's talk eyelashes. Some people are blessed with long eyelashes that hit their eyebrows, but others are not as lucky. But there's still hope thanks to fake eyelashes. The great thing about fake lashes is they come in many shapes and styles to fit your individual personality, and you can get them in almost any drugstore. But if you are a little nervous about gluing fake lashes that are close to your eyes, there is another solution. By going the natural route, you can use castor oil, coconut oil, or even vitamin E, or you can combine all three. Once you have these ingredients, you need to get a small brush to apply them over the tops of your eyelids along with your lash line. If you do this every day, you should notice growth within a few weeks. Another major feature on the face is your lips, and I cannot stress it enough how important it is to find the right lip color for your complexion and lip size. I'm sure many of you have tried the rich burgundy shade, but if you want to try something new without getting too dramatic, try a coffee-colored lip. It is not too wintry, but also not as subtle as the summer nude. This is the perfect color that will help you transition out of the cold winter months into the spring ahead.
It looks like the Trumps have something to talk about for once, and it has nothing to do with the controversy of Donald Trump. This week, Donald Trump's daughter Ivanka Trump gave birth to her third child with husband Jared Kushner. The couple had a boy who they named Theodore. The first pic of the newborn came straight from the mom, who tweeted a picture of her 4-year-old child, Arabella Rose, Dad Jared Kushner, with little baby Theodore in his arms. She captioned the photo with, quote, "This is love, #bliss, #family," end quote. Ivanka and her husband Jared have been married since 2009 and began dating for the past 7 years. Back in September, they announced Ivanka's pregnancy, but chose to stay on the campaign trail supporting her dad. Understandably, Ivanka seemed to have some mixed feelings when she was initially asked about the campaign. At the Fortune Most Powerful Women Summit, she was asked if she was happy that her father was running for president. She said, quote, "It is a complicated issue because he's created a very serious agenda around some very real issues facing this country," end quote.
Now we are going to switch gears a little bit and focus on those celebrities who've had some awesome outfit choices this week. Let's talk about Jennifer Lopez. I have loved her ever since she was Jenny on the Block, and she still never stops surprising me with her outfit choices. This week, she rocked Hermano Scervino at the Daily Front Row Los Angeles Awards. She wore a long-sleeve bodycon white dress with white pointed-toe shoes. She also carried a gold clutch and complemented the rest of her outfit with gold rings and delicate gold hoops. Not many people can pull off the all-white outfit, but J.Lo looks absolutely stunning. I love that even though she's wearing a ladylike dress, she's still able to exude that spicy attitude of hers. My favorite part of her look was that her hair was slicked back and tame rather than flying all over the place. Oh, and did I forget to mention that she's a 46-year-old mother of 2? I hope I look at least half as good as her when I'm that old.
Ever since Kourtney Kardashian and Scott Disick ended their relationship, more and more details have been coming out from the Kardashian-Jenner clan about the former pair. This time, Scott Disick has started setting the record straight on a number of topics. Recently, he had an interview with Kyle and Jackie O from Kiss 1065 in Australia. One of the first things they talk about was his relationship with Kourtney, who has 3 children with Scott. According to him, the two are just close friends, but he also mentioned that he hasn't started looking for another relationship. He didn't seem to deny the possibility of rekindling his former relationship with Kourtney. Also, Disick talked about another Kardashian couple, Khloe and Lamar. According to Disick, quote, "Khloe and Lamar are not living together despite recent rumors that have said otherwise. The two have been spending a lot of time together since calling off their divorce," end quote. Later on in his radio interview, Disick talked about how his trip to rehab helped him realize how unimportant material items are. He says, quote, "It's not really something that's going to buy happiness," end quote. So let's talk about Scott Disick's social life and his past relationships as well. It's pretty interesting that, he happens to be reformed from his rehabilitation of his, I guess you can say, relationship problems.
Yeah, I have no idea what's even going on with Scott lately. Like, one thing I know, he's in rehab and he's dating Kourtney, and then the next thing I know, they're broken up and he's out running the streets, and I just, honestly can't keep up. And you said something before about how he's dating somebody new. Tell me about that.
Oh, yes. He's apparently dating this young female who looks just like Kendall Jenner. I mean, just imagine the whole entire confusion between, you know, not Khloe, but Kourtney Kardashian.
Yeah.
Seeing this rumored relationship with this young female.
Yeah, I mean, and it's weird because they all look very similar as it is, and now this kind of comes up in the news too. But I guess we'll just have to stay tuned and see what the next big thing that's going to happen with Scott is going to be. But that's all we have for you this week. We'll see you next time.